Alright, so yeah, let's go ahead and get started. So, I participate in a Game Boy Game of the Month club called Yokoi Kids, and it's named for Gunpei Yokoi, who was the guy that created the Nintendo Game Boy. And every month we pick a game. Last month's game was actually Revenge of the Gator, which is a video pinball game, which I love pinball. Normally I would have done like a separate video on my second YouTube channel for the game, but I just did not have time this month, so I felt bad. So instead of doing like a video, I figured I'd just do a live stream and kind of show the game off a little bit. And also next month's game is Nemesis, which is a really cool shooter from Konami on the Game Boy. And I may or may not have time to do a video on that game. I actually did a video on that game like 2 years ago on my second YouTube channel. So I may or may not, like I said, but I figured I would play, you know, last month's game and this month's game, you know, on a live stream and hang out with you guys on a Saturday night. Take give Riding Rakers a little bit of a break. It'll return next month. So. Oh yeah, thank you for bringing that up, Roy Quitter. If you haven't had a chance after the stream tonight, check out my new Sears video. Anyways, let's flip over to Game Boy Vision here. Now I am cheating. I'm playing this on... Oh, let me flip over to the TV so I can actually see the game. There we go. So I don't... Yet, I will soon, but I don't currently have a way to play Game Boy games that will go through my capture device. And also, I don't actually have Revenge of the Gator. I thought I had that game on the Game Boy, and I don't. I do, however, have it on the I have it on the Nintendo 3DS. It's available on the eShop. Hey, Pinball541. That's actually funny, your name. They were actually getting ready to play a pinball game. Anyways, yeah, so this game is available on the Nintendo 3DS, and you guys will have to let me know if the music volume is appropriate and stuff. But as it says here, yeah, the game's called Pinball Revenge of the Gator, developed and published by HAL Laboratories, and this came out in 1990, I believe. And I have a pinball machine in my garage arcade. I love pinball in general, and I actually really love video pinball games too, and this one's pretty good. Let's go ahead and do... It's actually a two-player game. If you you can do two players where you just take turns handing the Game Boy over back and forth, and then there's these like competitive play games where you hook up. Unfortunately, you got to have two people and two Game Boys to play that. But we'll check out the one-player table. And it's a pretty simple game. You use the D-pad. Any of the D-pad buttons will flip the left flipper, and then either the A or B button will flip the right flipper, and that actually also controls the plunger as well. So let's launch the ball into the play field. And as far as video pinball games go, this one's pretty fun. I mean, I even like handheld like LCD pinball games, like the old school little electronic ones. Really anything pinball I like. Ah, damn it. The tables, well, it's actually more than 2 levels, but there's 2 main floors. If I drop down one more, I'll lose my ball. But if I can get it up in one of those mouths up there while it's open, then it'll warp my ball back up to the top. Ah. Oh, come on. Well, I didn't even notice that I got the little gators protecting my ball from draining right now. That's pretty cool. Oh, it looks like the middle one's going to go away there. Oh! There's no, as far as I can tell anyways, there's no, like, button to nudge the table. Which kind of, I guess is okay that it's not there. I do like that in games when they add that little bit of flexibility. Gosh, I can't get back up to the, there we go. Oh, warped me there, okay. Take a minute here to read the comments. Oh, sorry you can't watch the store, dude. I will be posting the archive of this stream over on my second channel, Mad Ape Productions. It's like my vlogging channel and stuff, so I don't want to clog up the main channel with this, but I will definitely post it over there later on this weekend if you guys miss it. I'm a sucker for slot machines. In the games too. Oh. Oh no. And that's what happens when you drain the ball and alligator eats it. Take a minute here to catch up with the comments. You own a high-speed pinball machine? That's awesome. I own Trail Drive from Bally, which is actually a electromechanical pinball machine. I'd love to have a solid-state one, but prices are really going up on those, on pinball machines in general. Oh. Oh, the mouth's not open anymore. No! So Kirby, you said you're only familiar with the Kirby pinball game on the Game Boy. That's funny you mentioned that because the Kirby games are developed by HAL Laboratories as well, the same people that developed this game. So they knew a little bit about pinball games before they did the Kirby one. The Kirby one's pretty good too. Trying to think, really the only like video pinball game I can think of that I don't care for that much is Sonic Spinball on the Sega Genesis. I'm not a huge fan of that game. Come on. Oh, see, if I can clear those 3 little bumper targets there, then it'll open that door. Just gotta get that last one there. Oh, come on. Ugh. Oh, I almost got it that time. There we go. Yeah, this is a pretty early game on the Nintendo Game Boy. It came out in 1990, but it's a good one. I like a lot of the early Game Boy games. The other game we're going to take a look at here in a little bit is another early game. Alright, I got up to the next level. I forget what happens if you... Oh no! The music in this kind of sounds like Kirby music. I do still have my original Game Boy. Like I said, I just unfortunately don't have this game on the Game Boy. I do have it on the Nintendo 3DS though, on the Virtual Console. But I don't have it, and I also don't have a way right now to put play Game Boy games through my capture device. I will soon though, because I'm either going to get that HDMI adapter for the GameCube, and then play Game Boy games through my Game Boy player, or there's also a HDMI SNES clone coming out soon, and hopefully that's compatible with the Game Boy, the Super Game Boy, because I have one of those as well, and that would be cool to play games, to stream games off of that. At least I got on the table. Yeah, I'm a huge fan of the Nintendo Game Boy. Obviously, that's why I'm in the Yokoi Kids Game Boy Game of the Month Club. Which, by the way, anybody can join Yokoi Kids. If you want to look up yokoikids.com on the internet, or you can look up at Yokoi Kids on Twitter to keep up with the latest news. Each month's game gets posted on the Twitter account, which is probably the easiest way to find it, but also on the website. And then all kinds of people submit like videos, written reviews. We've got comic strips. There's a podcast. Some people you may be familiar with also participate, like Ian Ferguson from the CU podcast. I'm sure you guys are familiar with him. He's actually a member as well. And then members actually get to pick the game, so it's just in the order of membership that you get to throw in your game to be the game of the month. So, like I mentioned, last month's game was this game, Pinball, Revenge of the Gator. I just didn't have time to do a video on it, so I decided to stream it tonight. And then next month's game is Nemesis. Or this current month's game, I guess you could say, is Nemesis. The like reviews, or if you're gonna do something like a review or a video or something like that, they're supposed to be due on the 10th of the next month, but everybody's always late. You watched the Sears video. That's cool. This game probably was sold at Sears, I'm sure. I'm gonna play it one more time here. Let's see if we can beat that score. And then we'll check out Nemesis. Oh, come on, don't drain the ball right off the bat. See, it'd be nice to be able to, like, nudge the table, like there was a nudge button for situations like that, where it looks like you're going to drain the ball and maybe have a chance to save it. Have I heard of Skyscraper for the NES? No, I have not. Yeah, no Rotting Acres Mall tonight, MDK22420. That we're taking a break. It'll come back next week, though. We're going to play some Game Boy games for Yokoi Kids. Check out yokoikids.com or at Yokoi Kids on Twitter for more information. Because, like I said, anybody can join. It's a fun club. I'm a huge fan of pretty much all handheld games. Like, I love the Atari Lynx. I love the Sega Game Gear. I actually like a lot of the little handheld LCD games from like Radio Shack and stuff, but the Game Boy's probably my favorite. Come on. Shit. What if I wonder if I have my flippers up. Oh, dang it. Skyscraper is a pinball game for the NES. Is it a homebrew or is it like an original release? Because I'm not familiar with it. How is Rotting Acres Mall doing? Rotting Acres Mall was not doing well the last time we left it, unfortunately. Let's see here. Dam is asking. So, quick question. I asked this because I'm not up to date, but did Fiesta Mall close? Yes, Fiesta Mall is closed. The Dillard's Clearance Center is still open, but you can't get into the mall from the Dillard's Clearance Center. I think there was also a barber shop that was still open there. That's like in a shop that has an exterior facing door. But as far as access, I'm gonna play that again because this was terrible. That was a terrible score. As far as access into the mall, no, it's completely closed, unfortunately. And it doesn't look any different than it did the day it closed. I think it closed back in January, and there really hasn't been anything look like. We were there a couple weeks ago just peeking through the windows, and it didn't look like anything had been done to it. Okay, I'm going to try this one more time. I got to beat that last score. Oh, come on. No. I swear the ball moves twice as the mall. I just said it again. The ball moves twice as fast when it's on the lower playfield. Come on, one lot. Oh, there we go. Oh, not hard enough to get up there, though. See, and I think once you go down, I think it resets that door again. Terrible. Have I ever played Adventures of Lolo? Yes, I have. I actually have that on the NES. I think I have the first and second one, or do I only have the first one? I might only have the first one. Did I put this on 2-player on accident? Nothing on the slot machine. Oh, okay, so if I move my flippers out of the way, that will get me back up there. That's good to know. I never had this game as a kid, but I am familiar with it from my childhood because one time my parents we were on vacation when I was a kid, and of course I brought my Game Boy to play in the hotel room. And I can't remember which hotel we were staying at, but it was a bigger chain one. And they actually had Game Boys and Game Boy games you could borrow from the lobby. And I didn't need to borrow a Game Boy game because I had, or a Game Boy because I had a Game Boy, obviously. But they had some Game Boy games, and this was one of the Game Boy games you could borrow. Also, Bonk's Adventure for the Game Boy was another one. So this and Bonk's Adventure I played quite a bit during our downtime when we were on vacation when I was a kid. But then I never did get this game for myself to own later on. Come on. 1, 2. Three. There we go. Yay! Oh, come on! Dang it. Oh, that was stupid. No. The Diamondbacks beat the Braves, which is good for me because the oh, we're talking about baseball. Okay, yeah, I must have put this on 2 players on accident. That's okay. That just means more playing. Oh, no. Oh, shoot. Well, my ball's kind of stuck there. There's some hang time. It's the most frustrating thing when that happens on a real table and you're trying to get the ball loose without tilting it. Come on, look at that last one. Got it, okay. Oh, damn it. This music does start to get old after a while. Damn it. Pinball's kind of part strategy, part luck. I mean, there's definitely rules to the table and there's physics, but there's luck involved also. There's definitely skill involved. Like, there's, I've done a video on an arcade called Starfighters Arcade, and they've got a ton of pinball machines there. I forget how many, but it's a lot. It's over 2 dozen for sure. And they actually have, like, sanctioned pinball tournaments there, and it's kind of interesting to watch people, like, professional, I guess you could call them professional, but, like, people who are actually really good. It's fun to watch them play. So many pinball machines at Starfighters Arcade. I love that place. Okay, one more. Come on. Yeah, there we go. Okay. Damn it. Doing a lot better on my 3DS when I was playing this the last couple of nights. I was excited when this got picked as one of the games of the month for Yokoi Kids because I hadn't really touched it since I was a kid. So it was a good excuse to play it again. Oh, I still couldn't get on the... No, wait, hold on. Oh, game over. There we go. You still haven't found an old school arcade where you live? That's unfortunate. But they're popping up all the time at different places. Yeah, I still didn't get on the board there. Alright, let's switch games here. Now this is Nemesis, which was developed by Konami, published by Ultra in the United States. And this is a great game. If you're familiar with like Gradius, that series, this is one of the games in that series. And I actually do own this physically. I do own a real copy of it, so really good quality copy, good shaped copy too. Just unfortunately I can't play it through the capture device. Now this is another early Game Boy game, and this is this month's Game of the Month for Yokoi Kids. And this game, I always felt this was interesting. You can pick which level to start on, and then a difficulty, and you can pick how many like ships to start with, up to like 99. And then you can pick whether or not you have turbo, like auto shot. I usually leave that on. We're gonna put it on 99 because we're just gonna cheese this game and see how far we can get on the stream. Maybe we'll probably finish it. It's only 5 levels, so we'll see. And the music's actually pretty decent on this one. So if you're familiar with the Gradius series, you pick up those power-up pods, and each one moves your little power-up meter down there. So the S that I keep doing, that's for speed, because your ship moves like it's an oatmeal when you first start. So now I've got missiles, stronger missiles. Oh no, am I gonna miss those? You want to power your ship up as quickly as possible. Now I've got a diagonal shot, so now I can cover the middle, the top, and the bottom of the screen. Whoa. Oh no! That doesn't usually happen. Now this game I don't think is available on the Virtual Console. I don't remember seeing it there. But I also don't think it's too expensive either, as far as really Game Boy games in general for the most part aren't super expensive. That's what one of the fun things about collecting for the Game Boy is that it's cheap relatively. There's a lot of great games that are not super expensive. Just like any system, there's a few, of course, that are expensive, but you know that's every system. Oh, I should have strengthened my missile, but I'll take the second option instead. See, now at this point, my ship's pretty powerful. That's one of the things that's fun about this is Gradius games can be hard, but this one's actually not super difficult, you know, because of the hardware limitations and everything. So it's pretty easy to feel kind of like a badass while you're playing this game. There we go, now I got a shield. Take a minute here to catch up with the comments. Can you find a brand new Game Boy device somewhere? That's funny you ask. So this is the Game Boy, or the GB Color. Let me take the camera out of it because that's the Game Boy camera. But this is called the GB Color, and this is basically a Game Boy clone, and it plays Game Boy and Game Boy Color games, and the screen is backlit. So it makes it way easier to play, and it's got like a couple dozen built-in games too. Like it's got Super Mario Land built into it that you can play, and it, like I said, it's backlit, and this thing works actually pretty decently for a clone system. It makes it nice, and you know, my eyes are old, so it's hard to play on an original Game Boy. Do I play modern games or mostly retro? Probably 50-50. I've got a Nintendo Switch and I game on there quite a bit. Yeah, I like shmups too, and this is a really good one on the Game Boy. Get the stronger missiles. Now there's two strategies here at this point because my ship's all the way powered up. I could keep collecting these pods, or I could get them up to here where it's at the shield spot, and then I can just have it sit there, and once my shields run out, I can power them back up again. But if you're really going for a high score, you want to just keep collecting the pods. But the other problem is, though, too, is when your ship's powered up like this, when you get further in the game, and you're not powered up, whoa, that came really close. There's usually a spot you can park that is safe. It does this, like, volcano thing before every boss. I'm not a huge fan of it. Okay, now here's the boss. You have to shoot those middle things out and then shoot the core while dodging the lasers. I have these option things, so if I position it right, I can be clear of the lasers. Oh, lost my shield. Got it. At least I'm not playing Fortnite like everyone else on YouTube. You know what's funny is I got Fortnite on the Switch. And I played it for about, 45 minutes. I am not a fan. This is a great level. All this biomechanical stuff. This is very H.R. Giger-like. I'm a huge fan of, like, the Alien series and H.R. Giger artwork. So, I'm a huge fan of this level. I think I'm just going to play it safe so that I can have my shield thing as a backup. Oh, shoot. No, we'll speed up. I think the graphics on this game for an early Game Boy game and the sound are pretty amazing, like the music and everything. Catch up with the comments here. I believe Gaming Quarterly did a video on this game. I'm not familiar with Gaming Quarterly, but I'll have to check it out. Like I said, I did a video on this game too years ago on my second channel, Mad 8 Productions, back when I was doing like video game reviews. Nobody watches those, so I don't do those anymore. Oh shit. Things just appearing out of nowhere. But like I said, I will post this. I use that channel mostly for like vlogging and for like stream archives for stuff like this, so I will post the archive of the stream over there. If you're like just joining or whatever, if you want to watch the whole thing over again. I really like Gradius on the NES, and I really like Life Force on the NES, which is another game in this series. Also Salamander on the TurboGrafx, well, it's on the PC Engine, but I have a modded TurboGrafx 16 so I can play Japanese games, but that's all the games in this series are pretty fantastic, I think. Man, it really throws those power-up pod things at you in this one. I will say this, I feel like this is one of the easier games in the Gradius series. Oh man, my shields are getting jacked. There we go. Ah, things from the back. That's one of my least favorite things in shooters is attacks from the back. Gradius 3 on the SNES, that's another really great one. Oh, that's right, it's not a volcano part for this one. Oh. It's a dodge the things. This I feel like is totally random because the things can just spawn right on you. Oh, see now this, I'm so slow now. It's so underpowered. Oh my gosh. I think I did not want to die. Oh, come on. Your cousin has a modified Super Nintendo? That was terrible. Shit. Oh, really? It's a good thing I picked 95 guys. Does... down, left, right, B. No. Konami Code doesn't do anything. Oh, dude, where is the border there? Which Switch games have I gotten into? I've been playing Thimbleweed Park quite a bit. Golf Story. I've got a Super Mario Odyssey, of course. I've got a ton of unopened games still. Like, I've got Doom for the Switch, and I think I've put maybe 20 minutes into that. I've got a couple of other unopened games. I actually just got the physical copy of Thimbleweed Park from Limited Run Games. That came in the mail the other day. Oh, I should have picked speed up again there. Oh! You know what? I'm gonna go for the shield. It's a good thing I did go for it there. Man, you really get cornered in this game. Okay, here we go again. Stay away from me. This music is the worst, too. Shit. Damn it, that's impossible. Damn it, hold on. We're gonna skip that level so we can see the rest of the game. Alright, level 3. Whoa. Oh, the Moes, the Easter Island heads. You gotta have those in the Gradius games. That was risky. Oh, and then I plow into the head. That was stupid. Baseball 2000 is great. I would love to play that with... I forget. I supported a bunch of players multiplayer. I forget how many. But from what I remember, you could link up a couple of the like the 4-player adapters for the Game Boy. And I would love to play that. So risky. Oh, stupid. Why did I decide it was a good idea to go up there? Oh. Oh, I backed right up into the glowing donut. That was stupid. Alright, if I die again, we'll skip to the next level, because I want to show each of the levels. Oh, how's the laser? That's terrible, the laser. Let's try a different level. Can you play an RPG? You know what? That's funny. I've been thinking about playing an RPG, but I would probably stream that on Twitch if I did that. Let's check out level 4. Okay, yeah, this is the awesome level. This level is awesome because it's got dinosaurs. And things that kill you from behind. Jeez, man. Dude, it's those things from behind. I need the speed power up quickly. Oh my gosh, then it's the things in front. Your ship, it just moves so slow before you power up the speed a few times. See, like, I feel like when I'm flying backwards through that, I feel like I'm going fast enough to make it, but I'm not. Do I think dinosaurs had feathers? Maybe. Didn't they find some dinosaur, like... Jeez. You can't get out of that. What if I... Hold on. There. Stronger missiles. There we go. That's what I wanted to see, was the big old dinosaur heads. Do you mind? Oh, that was close. Oh, that time they went backwards. Oh my god, dude, that's ridiculous enemy placement. Catch up with the comments here. See here, do you go to filming locations of movie, TV shows, or retail just your thing? I think what you're asking is if I go to locations where they film stuff. I mean, I've gone to some places where they film some stuff. For example, you know, Metro Center Mall, Bill and Ted's Excellent Adventure was filmed there. But I mean, if it wasn't a place that didn't really fit the theme of the channel, I probably wouldn't. Oh, you stupid ships from the back. Ooh, I'll take an option. Oh, if I can get out of the way, not get shot by the big T-Rex head in space. Okay, that's some bullshit. Ah! Jesus. I need a shield. I know that there's like bonus levels in this game. There we go. But I don't know how to, I don't remember how to get to them, but I remember reading about them in Nintendo Power. I know I have a couple issues in Nintendo Power where there's hints for this game in it. Do I think I will ever go to Monroeville Mall? Where's that at? It just depends on where it's at. I'd love to get to every mall, but oh, this is stupid. Oh, and then I clipped on the edge. That sucks. I want to get to the boss on this one because I'm assuming it's a big T-Rex. Or something. Oh, really? Come on. Ay. There's 2 old school arcades there in Portland, but they don't have any Bubble Bobble or Mr. Do games. Oh, that's a shame. And the Electric Castles are mainly ticket prize machines. That sucks. You know what's funny? I have a Neo Geo, and I have like a Neo Geo MVS arcade cabinet, and I've got this bootleg cart that's got like 160 games on it. And it's got this like newer version of Mr. Do that was on the Neo Geo, or Mr. Do, however you say that, that I didn't even know existed. Yeah, only 86 lives left. I'm probably going to go on to the next level here in a minute just to show that off because we're going to probably wrap up the stream real quick. I think I've been streaming for 50 minutes. Probably wind up streaming for an hour by the time it's said and done. The Gradius series of games is great because of the power-up. Damn it, the power-up system, because it forces you to kind of do, I don't know if I want to call it resource management, but it's another thing you have to keep an eye on that adds a layer of difficulty to the game. shoot. Okay, let's take a look at the last level real quick. Yeah, the Neo Geo had a Mr. Do. It's pretty interesting, actually. I would love to cover some malls in Virginia as well. I've never actually been. Oh, this already looks difficult. Oh, and I freaking hate those things. Damn it. Wow, this is tough. Yeah, unfortunately, New York is pretty far for me to get to. I would love to get there, but I'll probably make it to other states before I get to New York. This level's ridiculous, and the level designers were sadistic. Jeez. It's all because you're you know, mining for these power-ups because you're so vulnerable when you're not. That's ridiculous. Look at that. That's insane. That was stupid. Watch me play Game Boy games badly. Oh, see, it like forces you back in the corner. I missed all the power-ups there. Alright, well I think... You catch up with the comments here. Oh, I could go for some thrifty ice cream too right now, and there's actually, they're probably not open at this point, but there's a couple of different like little water and ice stores around here that have Thrifty's ice cream, and I should go get some sometime. I should definitely do that. Anyways, guys, I think I'm going to wrap up the stream here for tonight. That's been the Yokoi Kids live stream. We took a look at what was it called? Pinball Revenge of the Gator. That's what it's called. I always forget that Pinball. It's actually called Pinball - Revenge of the Gator. So we checked that out, and then also Nemesis, which is this month's game. If you want more information on Yokoi Kids, check out yokoikids.com or the Twitter account at Yokoi Kids. Also, Rotting Acres Mall will return next week, next Friday. We'll be back to your regularly scheduled programming on Friday evenings. And also, if you haven't checked out the Sears video that I did this week, make sure and check that out. And also, there should be an ad down there, and I'll put a link in the description for Retail Archaeology t-shirts. There's also some Rotting Acres t-shirts and apparel as well, so check that out. And oh, I'm glad you loved the Cooper Village video. I had a lot of fun making that one. That place was actually kind of surprisingly how bad a shape it was in. Also, I will post this, like I said, on my second channel, Matt8 Productions, which is like my vlogging channel and stuff. So if you just joined in the middle or towards the end or something, you can see the archive of the stream there later on this weekend. Anyways, guys, thanks for watching and take care.